Have you ever come across a headline that made you stop mid-scroll and think, hold on, is that really true? That's exactly what happened when posts claimed that old photos of Romy Schneider were somehow leaving little to the imagination, and the real story is quieter, sadder, and far more important than the clickbait suggests. Romy was not a tabloid novelty. She was one of Europe's most respected actresses, admired for raw, honest performances that stayed with audiences long after the credits rolled, and yet her life, like so many public lives, was followed closely by photographers and gossip machines that often preferred sensationalism to substance. What's happening now is a classic internet rerun. Images from professional shoots, images taken as part of Romy's work with nothing inappropriate about them, get pulled out of archives, cropped or captioned, and then paired with dramatic, misleading headlines designed to trigger clicks and outrage. The result is an easy viral story that confuses people who remember Romy for her craft and newcomers who only see a sensational caption. The crucial point here is that a single line of text can rewrite meaning. A normal publicity photo becomes scandalous the moment someone decides that makes for better traction online. That misrepresentation matters because it takes a life's work, performances full of nuance, vulnerability, and skill, and reduces it to a moment of supposed shock. Fans who loved Romy for her acting push back because they remember the depth of her roles, the care she brought to every scene, and the dignity she deserved in life and in memory. This wave of attention also raises bigger questions about how we treat public figures, especially those who are no longer alive to speak for themselves. Do we owe them the same basic respect we'd want for our own friends and family? When a name like Romy Schneider is dragged into viral cycles of distortion, the loss is twofold. We lose accuracy, and we lose a chance to celebrate what truly mattered about her career. There's an educational moment buried in the noise. Before you forward a sensational title or react with outrage, slow down and look for context. 9 times out of 10, the story that provokes the strongest reaction is built on the weakest foundation, a cropped image, an old publicity still, or a misleading caption. If you dig a little deeper, you usually find the original shoot, the photographer's credits, and the clear evidence that these were professional images taken in a professional setting, not clandestine revelations or modern-day stunts. The way the internet breathlessly amplifies the loudest, shallowest interpretation is not an accident. It's engineered to feed engagement. But we can choose better. We can choose to respect a performer's legacy by remembering the work rather than echoing an invented controversy. Romy Schneider's films, her collaborations with great directors, and the emotional honesty she brought to the screen are the things that deserve to travel forward with her name, not a recycled, misleading headline designed to spike traffic for a day. If you appreciate film history, the most helpful reaction is curiosity. Read her biographies, watch her films, learn why audiences responded to her talent. If you care about fairness, the right response is to call out misrepresentation and protect the dignity of someone whose voice is no longer available to defend against distortions. And if you're a casual viewer who simply clicked because the headline was loud, take the extra minute to check the source before sharing. Doing that makes you part of the solution instead of the problem. Ultimately, this whole moment illustrates how fragile a reputation can be once placed in the hands of an attention economy, and how resilient it remains when people choose to honor the truth. Romy Schneider's name is still being mentioned because her talent was real and her performances continue to move viewers. That's worth preserving. So next time you stumble on a sensational post about a beloved artist, pause and ask, is this a headline or a history lesson? In Romy's case, the truth is simple and respectful. The photos being shared are professional work from her career, not the scandalous evidence some captions claim, and she deserves to be remembered for the art she gave the world. If you enjoyed getting the real story behind the noise, please like and subscribe for more clear, respectful takes that separate fact from fiction. Thanks for watching.